What was it initially that really drew you to this book and this story?
Yeah, I think it's connection for people to nature to me that I felt was so beautiful. It wasn't overly sentimental. It felt like this sort of meditative depiction about how we relate to each other and how we relate to this planet. And I thought, I reread the book during COVID, and it was a time when you're questioning everything in life. And for me, I sort of boiled down to like the two things I care about in the world, which is my relationships and nature. And so I felt like this book did it in a way that didn't like spoon feed an audience, but just created a space for an audience to feel it. And so yeah, I set off on this path to go make the film, and here we are.
It is very unique in the sense of like it's these characters get to live in a world that is completely isolated, completely their own, and so many of these moments happen in between the dialogue. What was it like for you bringing that to life? Like what did you want to tell with that?
Yeah, it was really special. I got to spend 3 weeks with my cinematographer living on the island before shooting. We're in a place where there's 22 hours of sunlight. So you're literally like, there's barely any nighttime. You're walking around at midnight when the sun's setting, and you're experiencing what that feels like. And so for me, it was, I let this sort of island dictate how I made the film. I let the experience dictate how I made the film. We'd be shooting a scene halfway through it, and then a storm would come through and like wipe out the set and completely change the experience. And the only thing you can do is embrace that. You know, you can't fight it, and so that just becomes a part of the making of the film. And so for me, it was really the place dictated how I made the film.
And you've worked with such incredible talent before. You're working with Glenn Close in this film. What was that like?
It's wild. I mean, before we started shooting, it was daunting. You know, it's 8-time nominated Oscar actress. You know, you're like, you can let it get to you and terrify you. But then the second you meet Glenn, she feels like you've known her for, 50 years. And she's really, she became a best friend, a mentor. She's so much more than a great actress. She's really the kind of pillar of the experience. Of her character is the pillar, and as well as Glenn as the experience of the film. So it was amazing.